Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. We got our pickup truck and our animal trailer. I'm bringing back the horses. Yeah, the curiosity is just getting to me. I want to see if getting 8 new horses is going to reset our stable income per night. So we're returning these horses, and I did make sure there are only 8 horses, 8 different kind of styles of horses. We got one of each, so I got to make sure I still get one of each horse. That way everything stays the same, just that the horses are newer, I guess is the word I want to use. Make sure I zip around here the correct way. At least I came to the right spot. It's not far from our horse paddock to begin with, so all is good. Let's back on in here. Right now I got the class tractor. He finished fertilizing the big field, field number 40. Now he's fertilizing field 96, which is what I want to cultivate. We are in here, so yeah, there's only 8 different kind of horses right over here, and we're returning 8. We have one of each, but we're going to return the 8 that we had, and we are going to get new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not the ones in stock, though the ones we just brought back. These are all new. We'll confirm that. No money, because horses and seasons do not cost you any money, because you get actually paid stable fees. Can I turn out of there that quick? I don't want to go over the sell point. And I just backed into something in there. Is that a hay bale it is backed into? Or a grass bale? So, yeah, I want to be able to cultivate a field, but in this rain, I mean, it's raining. Just like it was where we last left yesterday, so you know, not much time has passed. So I thought, you know what, I'll let the class tractor do what it needs to do. It'll fertilize that field. We'll wait until the next in-game day to where maybe it's not raining, because it'd be better to work that day. So what can I do the rest of the afternoon? Well, we could kind of clean up the farm a little bit, start cleaning some of the equipment that we're not using, maybe repair it if I think it needs repaired, and put it away for the season. Because winter is just about upon us. Tomorrow will be the last day of fall, and then winter is here. It's going to be a Hazzard County kind of winter, because that's the geo that we're running, so I don't know what to expect. I think the first couple days of winter are still rather, for me I would consider on the mild side, which is good. It allows us to be able to harvest a couple extra days. But after last season, the first couple days of winter were not really favorable for harvest. Our crops were wet, even though there was no rain or nothing. So I'll see how it goes this season. But we don't need to harvest anything. I could take on a contract, but I said we're not going to do any more contracts. I really don't need to. So the only thing I got left to do is cut our own grass fields. We got 2 grass fields. I not really need hay or silage at the moment, so if I get to it, I get to it. If I decide to skip it, not too much of a big deal. So yeah, well, I think we'll just have to focus on today and maybe just skip winter. Not much to do other than take care of the animals, and before you know it, it'll be spring again. But we want to see what happens with the horses here. So every day I was losing $10 on our profit margin, so it's going to be interesting to see, by getting ourselves 8 new horses, does our profit margin reset? And that's why we're here. That is why we're here. You ladies, fellas, whatever you may be, enjoy your new pen. Sorry it's raining out and you really don't have no cover, but yeah, welcome to Hazzard County, Georgia. I wonder, with new horses now, can I give them more oats? Just wait until tomorrow when the weather's better. We'll let them settle in. So I'm going to ride back to the main farm. We'll put our animal trailer away. I probably could actually just leave it over here, because do I need it for the animal trailer for anything else? Well, you're leaving with it now, so might as well take it with you. And I got places to park it over there, but I got places to park it over here too. But anyways, yeah, back to the main farm. I think our class tractor is probably going to be just about done fertilizing that field. I'm going to move over to the other one. Maybe speed up some time. It's not that much far off before it gets dark. It is, like I said, close to winter. So maybe another hour and a half of daylight left is all we got. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, since I'm back at the farm now, is unload our trailer that has our DEF fluid on it. Put these over here, but I am going to put one of them over by the gas. You know what? I'll just leave them all here. Just leave them all here. If the tractor needs DEF fuel, I come on over and fill it on up. I think our combine definitely needs it. That is something I probably could grab and bring back because I don't need that for anything, and I got a little bit of time to do it. This trailer here, I guess... Yeah, I'm running out of shed space, and like I said, next season, sometime late winter, I gotta have a plan because we're gonna have some big equipment coming in. I really have no place to park it. No place. And I really haven't thought of a plan just yet. So, yeah. But I am thinking if worse comes worse, I don't want to buy land. More than likely, I'll be putting down a big shed maybe in here on top of our grass field. I mean, like I said, we got plenty of grass as it is. So if I take up a little bit of our grass field, it's better than buying some land for like $1 million. And I probably won't farm it too much because I got, you know, with the fields that we got is enough as it is. So I'm thinking right now, probably just put a shed on the grass field. I know it's terrible, but silage isn't worth much. Are we playing on hard economy or are we playing on easy economy on this map? I can't keep track of these things. Normal. We're on normal here. But we're not getting much for silage anyways. Does it actually show us here? I mean, like $116 is about the you know, upper hundreds is the low hundreds is about the best I've seen. Yeah, since I'm still waiting for the class tractor to finish, it should be almost done. I think what I'll do is I'll go grab the combine because it's sitting way over there. I need to bring it back to the confines of our farm. So it'll take me a while to drive over. And actually, there is our class tractor being done. So I think what I'll do, because I need him to do the other field as well, we'll stop driver, finish up that course there. You got plenty of fertilizer on you to finish this field as well. So this is the second stage of fertilization for the corn fields, the one we just took them off, and now this one. So when I go to seed it next year, that'll be 3 stages. I don't have to worry about it at all. So this is field 97. One headland is good enough. Let's generate a course. And you get to work. And I'm going to get to work by grabbing the combine. I'm going to bring that back, and I'll probably just meet you back at the house just before we go to bed. We'll check the status of the stable income. I don't know if it's going to reset today because we just got the horses, so I don't know how the game's going to figure that out. So we may not see a difference today, but might see it in the next in-game night. Well, actually, I'll just meet you back here at the farm with the combine. We probably should repair it. Well, there's the header. I'll repair that. Not the plow, not... Oh, I had it. There it is. Repair that. How much repair that? $2,256. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. While we're here, am I close enough to fill it up with fuel, or do I need to drive a little bit closer? Nope, we're close enough. That is probably going to take... Why did you stop? Why? I don't know why it stopped for. Are you going to go now? All right, so maybe it was on the borderline. All right, so we repaired it. I'm going to wash it, filled up with some diesel fuel, some DEF fuel. Probably wouldn't usually fill up your equipment with fuel if you're not going to use it for a while. Just because if it's going to sit there for a year, the fuel's probably going to go a little bit on the bad side. But in Farming Simulator, we're going to fill it up. That way it's ready to go. And I don't have to worry about it next season. When it comes time to harvest, it's all set. Everything will be repaired. I already brought the auger wagon over. Now I washed that. And I'm running. I didn't leave myself space because I'm an idiot farmer. Let's go ahead and just zip this around, I suppose. Yeah, the auger wagon, don't really need that until next season. I'll park that there. Bring this a little bit closer. I'm not going to try driving it through. Yeah, I didn't really think things through. Also, when I put down the wash station that has a clearance. Probably wasn't the brightest idea. But the good thing is, when it was raining out and driving this, I got to clean it a little bit, so I don't have to spend too much time spraying it down with a pressure washer hose. So now it should not rain again for I think it's Friday in game. So it's not going to rain again until Sunday. So all day tomorrow should not be rain. So hopefully the grass gets below 20%. But I should check it. It may not even be above 20%. So just have to wait for good drying conditions. That's all. All right, that looks like it's clean enough. So we were parking the header on the side of our red barn, or over by the chicken coop area. I think we'll park it there again. Seems like to be like a good place. It's just out of the way of everything. I would like to put it into a shed, but I really don't have a shed big enough for our header. Now, last year we parked it by the manure heap, I do believe. This is definitely going into the shed. But I'm going to come over here first off. Am I close enough to get diesel fuel? Yeah, diesel fuel. DEF fuel fluid in here. I am. So there's one container. Now I got to find out which one's the almost empty container. And if I hit R, it's just going to refill into another one. So I have to move that one away. So I learned my lesson last time. Okay, let's put the combine away for the season. Close that one up. The auger wagon does go in here, but right now it's being blocked by all my trailers. And the truck is still down at the flour mill because I'm just waiting for the price to get better or something. Yeah, I need to check on the animal HUD just to make sure. I think overall they're fine. Yeah, I think they're good. Yeah, so our worker is going to work through the night because that's the kind of person they are. I don't feel like driving the truck back tonight, so we're going to head back to the farm. It looks like I should be able to go to sleep because the lights are on. So 6:30. I think I need to sleep about 13 hours. Yeah, it's that time of the year. Sleep 13 hours. Yes, we can sleep. I forgot to check the status of the livestock animals, but we can go into the page here in just a second. Looks like the chickens are going to need some feed first thing in the morning. The horses may need some oats and stuff. Alright, so if we go into our economy page here, as the game tries to reset, we scroll on down. So yes, it did reset. So you can see previously, if you go way back to Thursday, and actually we were in Sunday in game, now it's Monday. Yeah, so we were at 351, then 341, then 330, then 320. So this is like $10, $11, and then last night it reset to $5,621. So it does seem like as your horses get older, there's less income for the stables, I suppose. I guess we can look at it that way. So yeah, that reset the horses, which is good. Yep, 7:30 in the morning, and it's still kind of dark out, which is fine. Let's teleport to the farm where I can't see a gosh darn thing. I'm just trying to find a grass patch here, which is here. And the grass moisture is 18%. So if I mow this today, let's check the forecast. So there is no, there's no rain in the forecast today. It's a pretty good drying day. Not great drying day, but it's pretty good, especially first thing in the morning. So, yeah, let's go ahead and mow the grass before I even take care of the animals. So it has time to start, so it has time to start drying. There is our mower right there. I think we'll just go ahead and grab the Massey Ferguson. Farming in the dark. Shouldn't take too long, I hope, before the sun. Well, the sun is kind of rising. You can see it off there in the distance. So I do have a weight in the front, so that should help us out a little bit, but I don't think the Massey Ferguson really needs to weight in the front for the mower. So we're just going to mow the field over here. It's not well fertilized and maintained, but I'm not looking for a great yield anyways. Like I said, if I was desperately needing it, then I'd be a little concerned about it. But we're just going to go ahead and mow the grass. Starting to look a little bit better out there with the sun coming up. You can actually really see what I'm doing now. Got most of the grass field done. But this will allow the grass to definitely dry today. I think it'll be dry probably around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which allows me some time to get some things done. Like for one, well, I want to cultivate a field. At least one of them. And then maybe hire a course play to do the others that I have done. I don't know if I want to fertilize the other fields and then cultivate, and then that way next year when I seed, I'll have a second stage down. Or just seed next year and do 2 fertilizing stages. Or I may not even do all 3. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to figure out, because we don't need, I mean, the farm's going to profit well enough as it is. We saw how much profit that we got this year already. And I haven't even sold everything off yet. And I also been thinking that probably next season will be the last season on Hazzard County before we wrap it up. Just because we'll have more money, I'll have so much equipment. And really, you know, you can say, well, we'll buy more land. Well, I got my hands full with the land that we do have. So buying more land just to get more fields, I don't see it as anything that we want to do here. So yeah, definitely next season will be the last season here in Hazzard County. So I don't know how many episodes that's going to entail. Probably like another 20 or 30 episodes. So it's still quite a ways away. But yeah, I just want to see how the cows are going to produce milk next season. I can't remember if I went to bed and there was 23 or 24 cows, but we are up to 24 cows. We do have 3,000 liters of milk. So that's something. I'm sure we'll get more cows as we go along, because a lot of them were expecting offspring. And the sheep, yeah, I definitely want to sell the wool next year in the springtime. I'm not going to hold out. If I see the price around $1,300, that wool is going to go. How much wool do I have now? Like 16 in the crate that is filling up. Okay, yeah. So we bought some pallets last time for the wool as well, because the 1,000 liter pallets were just filling up really fast. So for how much the pallets cost at the store, the whole 10,000 liters, I think it's like $250 a piece. Well worth it. And I forgot to take care of my strawberry patch before I went to bed. See, there's always something. Always something. I think this farmer needs to get himself an iPad or something and put down the daily chores I need to do and check them off before I head off to bed, because I'm forgetting to do some things. But I was more excited to see what's going to happen with the horses. And yeah, we found out by trading in the horses, getting 8 new ones, kind of reset the profit. So hopefully with no rain today. And we got a little plus sign up there, so that means it's a decent day for grass to dry. I'd rather make hay bales than take the grass and make silage out of it, because I'll get more for hay bales than I will silage. Fold that up. No, turn that off. And unfold that. And we are done mowing grass this season. I'm not going to try to sneak through that tree. I'll probably clip it. So even though... Oh, because my class tractor is done and it's still a worker in there, so the traffic has stopped. Well, they can sit there and enjoy the view, I guess. We'll be over there in a second, take care of the class tractor. So I need to bring them back on, make sure I feed my chickens. But we're going to stop here. Repair our mowers. It shouldn't cost that much to repair these. I haven't used them that much. $10. No, not that one. There we go. Yep, repair that one. $24. Thank you. We'll go ahead and rinse them off as well. Yeah, so sometime next couple of days I'll be shopping for a shed. and we'll put it down that grass field that we just mowed. It's going to be a big one. I think it's just going to be one I can drive through as well, because the machinery we're going to buy, I think, requires I drive through. So it may take up the whole grass field. I feel better about it now. Just reminding myself that next season will be the last season on here, so I think we got plenty of hay to do what we need to do. So by cutting down the grass field or taking up a grass field, it's not going to bother me too much. And if worse comes to worse, we do have the grass field over by the sheep farm. That's not that big either, but it is something. All right, let's go ahead and drop this in here. Gently drop it in here. I can turn the lights off on this tractor. All right, let's go grab our class tractor so traffic can resume doing what it was doing. And nope, I had it up there. You can go ahead. Nope, stop. There you go. Now traffic can resume. And we'll be back up here in just a second after. I do want to take care of the chickens first because they're down to 3%. The horses, it says 7% on the oats, but they have hay that they can nibble on the rest of the day if they happen to run out of oats. The fertilizer spreader, I'm not going to repair or wash that yet because I don't think I'm done with that for this season. I might be, but I might go ahead and fertilize some of the other fields and cultivate them in the springtime. It's something that we could do. Let's see here. Where do I want to put you? Actually, I can put you probably in front of the seed drill. Lower that down to get it closer to the ground. Drop it off. Now let's go grab the trailer that we got at the scrapyard last season. Fits our needs to feed the chickens. I was looking at the prices earlier, and boy, the prices of eggs are like at $3,000 per. So I do have a good amount of eggs that show in there, like 5,000 in one pallet. I think I got 2 pallets in there, so I might have close to 9 pallets. So that could be like 30 grand sitting in there, but I think what we'll do is we will wait until I fill them all up. And probably sell them next fall will be probably the best thing, because I don't need the cash. And I think it'd just be better to sell them all next year in one lump sum. Alright, chickens. All 400 of you. So just shy of 3,000 liters. Starting to get a little more cattle. Filling up the pasture a little bit. I need to check the price on the flour this morning. That's why I left my truck and trailer down there. I kind of need the truck back here to move some things around, but it's not a dire need that we do that. So what is the flour selling for this morning? Where are we here? It actually is better. So it rose up during the night. It rose up by about $150. Strawberries, not so much. And that does remind me, I should probably go over and take care of the strawberries. We'll use my He-Man strength here. Let me go ahead and turn the animal hut off, because we don't need that now. Because my next job is grabbing the Dutes fire, which is already up where the cultivator is. We're going to go cultivate one of those fields. But we'll use my He-Man strength. I probably could use a class tractor, use a pallet forks and all that, but not this morning. And actually, it looks like I'm probably getting kind of low. Alright. I'm probably getting kind of low on the manure. So I'll have to come back and fill that up at some point. Some point soon. I decided to put the strawberries over here. That way it's easier to put it on the autoloader. I always say when I start a series, oh, we're not going to do the autoloader. I'm going to put these on a pallet fork. I'm going to lift them up properly and do it all. And then the series goes on, and you got so much work to do, and it's like, yep, just stick them here. And so we got plenty of water, just running a little bit low on the manure. That'll be done with probably the manure before I can get back to it, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and instead of me running all the way up to our Dude's Fire, that is ready to rock and roll. The question is, am I? Sure. Sure, but the good thing is we got a big cultivator here. I know I don't have access to the land. I don't have access to the road either. Do I really need the GPS? Probably not. I'm going to just do it all by hand-eye coordination. So get ready for some probably missed spots or swerviness of driving. So now both these fields have 2 stages of fertilization on it, like I said. So now what we're doing is we're cultivating it. I don't really need to because I do have a direct seed drill. Actually, I've got to remember the seed drill that I ordered. That'll be here in a couple days. I got to check to see if that's direct drill. Because if it's not, then I have to cultivate all my fields before I seed with that one. That is interesting. I forgot to check on that. I'm so used to using the Horse Pronto 9 because that's my go-to seed drill because it's modified. It uses a little bit less seed, a little bit less fertilizer. Working speed's a little bit faster. But it's going to be interesting to seed with the equipment that we're getting. Some of you probably have guesses, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably right with the way I'm going with the big fields. But we're definitely not going to seed these fields with a 9-meter seed drill. Just take too darn long. So when we bought this land where all the big fields are now, when we bought the land in our first season in the fall or winter, all these fields had crops in them. So I did not... Well, I may have seeded them by doing contracts. But I personally did not seed them. It was either Courseplay did it during a contract or what have you. But I have no desire to go ahead and seed these fields with a 9-meter wide. That would take forever. And I'm trying to use equipment I have not ever used before. Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to cultivate this field. But right now we're kind of waiting for that grass to dry. We'll bale up the hay, because that's what we're waiting for it to turn into is hay. And I might put that in storage. Or I could just go ahead and sell it. I don't know if Cletus is looking for more bales. I don't know what his plan is up there, but I think he's still getting rid of the straw bales that we brought up to him. Because now that I thought about last night when I was editing the video from yesterday, and I was thinking, yeah, I think one more season in Hazzard County should do it for this series. Looking back on it, if I would have done anything differently, I probably wouldn't have done as many contracts as I did the first season to hurry up and buy this land. That's how we got our $1.6 million to buy this land. And that's the thing, with big fields like this, once you get a big field and you have a harvest, you get your money back so quickly. But my other plan is, what will allow me to do is, because right now I'm playing on 3 maps, and it's getting a little hectic trying to play on 3 maps. And the Pacific Northwest, like I said, I'm sticking with that one until I pay off that $55 million loan, which we are down to $37 million. Yeah, the last 2 episodes, I think I paid off like $1.5 million in 2 episodes. So that worked out well for us. And the other Let's Play we're doing is Green Mountain Forest. And people seem to be liking that one the most out of the 3. according to the stats that YouTube shows me. So, and I'm having fun playing on it, cutting down a lot of trees still, and I got a lot more trees to cut, a lot more to expand in that community. All right, so we're almost done with the headland around here. Yeah, not quite to the edge of the field. There we go. So originally I had the Massey Ferguson on this. And I was like, no, use the Dutes Far. Just make sure you use a tractor with the most horsepower. Just to be sure. The Massey Ferguson can do this, but occasionally, if you get on a slight incline or a hill, the Massey, I don't want to say it struggles at all, but I don't get the max speed out of the implement that we're using. So I want the max speed. I got work to do. And it's going to bother me that I miss little pieces like that, so I'm going to back up and get that. Luckily there's no traffic coming. Yeah, that's why I need to do another headland so I can turn around properly. And now when my 3 headlands done, it makes it easier to turn around. I don't have to go on the road, don't have to worry about traffic. But now that the headlands are done, I got like half the field done. Kind of works that way when you have a big implement like we do. I'm thinking this is the biggest cultivator in game. I didn't check, but would I've done anything else differently? Well, I do have some bright ideas once in a while, but I think we want the biggest cultivator, knowing that we had these fields over here. I think I've seen bigger modded ones, but yeah, I'm satisfied with this one here. And somewhat satisfying, just relaxing, seeing a plowed field and going over the cultivator and seeing it being all smoothed out. Yeah, I definitely did want to do this yesterday in the rain. Probably not the best way to cultivate a plowed field when it's raining like it was. But it's hard to believe. It just seemed like not long ago that harvest season was just around the corner, and we're getting all excited. And now here we are, prepping fields on the last day of fall, and that means tomorrow is the first day of winter. I think we're going to breeze through winter. Once winter really gets a hold on the farm, I may take a little vacation, go away and let the farm hands kind of deal with feeding the animals for a couple days, and I'll probably be back the last day of winter. And we'll get ready to start our final season. And hopefully the new equipment is well worth it. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear the breeze today. There's kind of a good little breeze going on right up through here. So hopefully our grass is drying. I mean, for what the grass bales are worth, or excuse me, hay bales, I'll probably just put them in storage for now. And just keep them, because I don't know how many cows we're going to end up with. And I don't know... Wait a minute, they don't need hay. I'm not... Okay, that's the wrong map. Yeah, we don't need total mix rations. Total mix rations here is soybean, corn, and silage. Had to think there for a second what total mix rations mixer I had on this map. Yeah, the Pacific Northwest is straw, hay, and silage. Here, this mixer, like I just said, is soybean, corn, and silage. And Green Mountain Forest, I do not have cattle yet, so... But I think on that map, I might actually end up with some cattle. Not for milk, but we'll be doing like beef cattle. I think. I'm a ways off on that, though. I got a ways to go. Although that farm is starting to come along nicely. We got our sheep. Well, we've had our sheep for a while now. But we just started plowing our first field in. And I plowed my first field in, and then I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, I can harvest that field by hand. We need to make that just a little bit bigger. So, yep, we're clearing out some land for that to expand that field. And actually, I think I'm waiting on Green Mountain Forest for that grass to dry so I can bale up the hay bales and get the grass off it before I put the field in. Yeah, looking back on it, I probably could have used GPS on this field to do this, but it's not too hard to steer in a straight line. I'm doing okay. It's not extremely straight, but straight enough. One more pass, and we shall be done with this field for the season. The other fields, I will set him off on course play to cultivate those fields. The one next to us, and of course the big field number 40. The rest of the fields I don't think we're going to get to this fall. I mean, it's the last day of fall, but I mean before winter arrives. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how we're going to approach those fields. I mean, it's not too difficult to fertilize the fields next year after we seed them. The class tractor does pretty well with narrow tires and that fertilizer spreader. But I'm just trying to get the big fields kind of done. Trying to get most of them done as we can. The other big field, field 39, I need to probably figure out how to attack that one. That is a weird shaped field, and that's the one that has a field on the other side of the riverbed as well. I need to put some lime down on that one, but I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, if I was going to be here for a few more seasons, I probably would, but I think right now we're just going to go, yeah, close enough. And I mean, if it was the entire main field, I would be spreading lime on it. But since it's just that little patch on the other side of the riverbed, I'm not going to bother spreading lime on it. I probably should double check to make sure none of the other fields need to be plowed or anything like that. If the fields need to be plowed, then I will go ahead and take care of it. But I think we checked them all. None of them need lime. None of them really need to be plowed. Although I just realized that this Dutz Far probably could use some DEF fluid. But I think it can get the other field done before I move back down to the farm. So I'll just park it here for now, and he can do that in the afternoon because it is noon already. Kind of sucks when the seasons get later and, you know, daylight, it doesn't become daylight until 8:30 instead of like 6 o'clock in the morning. Losing a few hours in the morning sure makes the day go by quicker, and of course that also means it is going to get darker quicker. Yeah, you know, I don't need to fold up. I'm not going anywhere. Just lift it up and it's good to go. I don't expect the grass to be dry at all, but we're going to go down and check it out here just to make sure. So in the afternoon hours, or I should say next episode, the Dutz Far will continue on cultivating this field over here. And we'll be probably selling some grain. So I think the rye and spelt is going to be sold because, like I said, if I'm not going to be here for the winter, I need to sell that so I have the cash to pay the shop for the material. Yep, so that is still dry grass, which is good, but we still have the positive sign. Should have the positive sign most of the day, like I said. But if it isn't dry and it starts to rain or something, then I'm just going to bale up the grass, and we'll turn the grass into silage, and then we'll have it. How are the prices looking for rye and spelt? Because, like I said, we'll probably be selling it next episode. The flour, yeah, that price is pretty much staying the same. I don't have any of that stuff. $7.88 and $7.76. So the prices aren't bad. So yeah, we got over 1 million liters of rye and spelt to sell. So it's not like we're not going to get $1 million, but we'll probably get close to, since we got just over 1 million. And it's selling for like $7.70. We should get like just over $750,000. So not quite enough for what I need, but we have flour to sell as well. I need to clean out our trailers here. This trailer I'll need because we'll be making ethanol through the winter. So I need to get the ethanol down there and our water tanker down there. So I got a lot of work to do before I take a little bit of a break through the winter. And probably got to check on the animals as well. Oh, yeah, I was coming over here to see the strawberry patch, see what's going on there. So I got to definitely get some fertilizer over here sometime today. It's showing none, but it's got a little bit left into it. Yeah, it's funny. The first season when we put this down, I always said, wow, look at the money we got sitting here. We got like $30,000 or $40,000. Now I'm sitting there going, yeah, it's like $30,000 or $40,000. I'll get to it in a little while. I also got to make sure I got plenty of seed for next season. Luckily, this thing makes seed kind of fast, so we got plenty of wheat to do that. We're fine on total mix rations, but I do need to take care of the animals. Hey, we got another cow. We're up to 25. I like seeing more cows. That just means more cows are making milk. So next year we can sell some milk. But yeah, I got to take care of the animals next episode. But like I said, that'll be next episode. We'll talk about that in the next episode. You ladies doing all right? And where is our one bull? Is he? There he is. Yep, he's in charge of the 24 ladies running around. Well, it's like 20 ladies and 5 calves. But you get the picture. Maybe you don't want the picture. Anyways, I'll just shut up and end the episode. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time in Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.